Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Duskers. So last episode we explored two of the very small derelict things, a medical one and a salvager, and they don't really turn up with anything useful. So this episode we're gonna check out this Class B military derelict, and its age is 191, so it's reasonably stable. One type of infestation. Please don't be flies. With that, let's dive in and see where it is. I mean, all the drones have been repaired as far as possible. There's nothing that's about to break, so we are in a pretty good state, I would say. So, lore. So this is a Class B ship called the Capitulas. It's a royal transport. We now have it has a crew of 8. We don't know much about it, and we got some communications. So let's see. So JP DiMatteo 44. I don't care. General Nomex gonna go meet this thing head on and crush it with the fleet. Ha! Won't even have the time to blink, man. Rumors have it that we're gonna start drafting again. Maybe we'll get a promotion or something if that happens. Seriously, guys, the Orkney was classified as a Mark 6 dreadnought. Whatever this is, well, it's gotta be super advanced in weaponry or something. How can you even make a ship like that just disappear? So, linking with theory index Super Predator. Reference to super advanced weaponry suggests presence of advanced alien intelligent life. Man, I don't care what the hell it is. If it was an attack on the Orkney, I want to be out there fighting it. Show it a bit of human spirit. Who's the boss out there? Confidence of subjects may have been short-sighted. Recommended action. Search military vessels for additional communications. Okay, so first theory was a plague of some sort. Now one big super ship has just disappeared, and the talk suggests that people are trying to fight it head on with a fleet of ships. So we'll see where this goes. I'm enjoying what there is of the story so far. It doesn't actually have any direct bearing on what I'm doing here, but it is nice to know that there is more to this. Let's see. So we have a tiny room on the side here that's unexplored. And we got a jump cell. That's also pretty useful. So, airlock, side room, nothing totally serious. So, let's send out Twiki. Twiki, the motion sensor robots. Motion. Excellent. So nothing is moving in room 4. That's good. That means we can do this. Obviously, I have no idea what the enemy type is, of course, so it could be jumpers. They don't show up until I show up. And they start ambushing me. Well, it seems there really is nothing in here. That's very good. Just trying to scan all the sides to see if there's terminals or anything. That's a negative. So we can open up door 9. We can navigate the Twiki to room 4, and then we can start scanning from room 4, because then we get an eye on this and whatever is out there. Motion sensor. Okay, something scary is there. We have no clue what's here. Okay. So if we send both drones back to room 3, we can close door 5. We can then close door 9 when mouse is back. Yes. Start the motion scanner again. Open up door 8. If there is anything scary in here, It's gonna go over there and we will know about it. Let's see, I'll open up door 10. Send mouse there. Is that gonna get himself blocked? Wow, mouse didn't get himself blocked. Cookie for mouse. So far, so good. Means we're gonna close door 10. Take control of mouse and we're gonna go in. And basically, if something scary shows up, it's gonna have to cross the entire room before it's gonna get to me. So, gives me a little bit of a buffer in case the enemy is just slow. Airlock seal 3 integrity is failing. I'm not a fan of that. So basically I sealed off the entire room. Vents. I hate vents. Especially because I don't know what the enemy type is yet. Okay, so airlock 3 is gonna blow out really soon. Okay. Right, this is a Class B vessel. Why? Oh, why? There's nothing here. So we opened up door 6. Yeah, see, I knew this was gonna happen. So we navigate Sarah over to room 5, and then we can start generating. Yeah. Room 3 is flooding with radiation. I know. Nothing I can do about it. Go generate power. Power. Okay, so room 6 is where known baddies are. Do a close door 8. Yeah, then we open up door 4. Once the baddie is in there, we just close off door 4. Room that one again. Good. Then we can just take control of mouse. And check. What was being guarded? Let's face. Ship scan. We found something new in room 5. Okay. Oh. Turns out there was no need for violence here. Unfortunately. And then we can just end it. Send everyone back. This is normally Class C derelicts are this small. I mean there's only 6 rooms. Actually there's only 5. Room 1 of course is being the ship. Maybe I should close the door and then exit. So that's so slot 1 ceased functioning. That's not good. That means remote power can't be used anymore. Oh wait, I've got 2 slots, so this works still. Okay. Well, we got a couple of extra bits of scrap. None of our modules got damaged too much. So let's continue. So what's this? It's a quarantine ship. We can't actually enter because we don't have a way to bypass the quarantine. The other ships, why are they red? Is this because they're volatile? Both are Class A ships, so that means they're pretty huge. Oh, I don't have the fuel to get there. Okay, so Stargate. And I've never actually used a Stargate. Ooh, we can travel across the universe to the unknown. Whee! It just jumped between 2 galaxies in the universe using a Stargate and have begun mapping out a constellation. To view it, switch to the universe view, press 1 or hit C and click on the constellations button on the left of the screen. Oh yeah. So we can actually have a bit of a look here. So we are here, so let's have a look. We just arrived at this Stargate. Ooh, auto trader. Let's trade. Notice, seems slightly corrupted. Distributing a comparative algorithm to every research outpost we can contact. That's currently listed in the list below, and researchers on these outposts should be able to run the algorithm easily from any terminal. Don't know what to do. If it wasn't broken. Okay, so, well, we have this nearly damaged toe thing that we can get rid of. I'm not using the sonic. We could actually get rid of our weakened gatherer, since we have a second one. Nice thing is I can just get rid of my old motion and grab a new motion, because this is a nice way you can swap modules, damaged for non-damaged of the same type. So in this case, well, sensor is pretty good still, but I could sell it for 3 and get a sensor with 50 charges in return. Let's see, teleporter, I don't have those. Stun, I don't have those. Turrets. Turret was pretty useful when I needed one, right? So let's say we grab one. Sonic, I think I sold that. Yeah, okay, so all the damage crap I actually sold. So teleport is done. Generator is slowly starting to fail. Ship upgrades. Hey, quarantine bypass. The thing is, my drones go in. So a quarantine, as long as it's not something that affects drones, which they're not biological, so anything biologically based shouldn't affect the drones. That would be very useful. Also a ship surveyor. That means you can do a remote survey, map out all the rooms. There is some use in that. But I think the quarantine bypass might be nice. It might open up some options. Fuel. Currently I've got 7 pieces of jump fuel. So I can jump between 7 systems. Obviously, that's quite useful to have. Especially... Okay, so I've exhausted all the scrap. So that means I can actually pick up some modules. So let's pick up a couple of modules that I normally wouldn't. Stun, I don't really see the point still, because now all you do is disable enemies temporarily, and you usually want a more permanent solution. So if we're just gonna spend scrap anyway, might as well pick up the surveyor, then we have it, and then we can sell another jump fuel. Oh wait, they only have 13, so let's see if I grab one more module from them. Let's grab the stun then sell another bit of fuel, and I'm exhausting all their spare scrap to get some scrap for myself, and this is good. Okay, so this is a Class C fuel depot, a Class B salvager. Okay, so if I'm gonna make a jump of 3, I might as well jump to the small one, a Class C fuel depot, because then we know it's gonna be a small one. And then afterwards we go down, and this allows us to refuel. So let's. Oh, I need to re-equip things on the drones. So you get a gather module. Pry also gets a motion sensor, and Tim was our combat drone, so you get a turret. And proximity stun mine, teleport sensor. Okay, so actually give Twiki a regular sensor as well. That way we have multiple ways of identifying stuff. And then we can go. So, no logs, it's a prisoner transport, class C. So, let's begin. Bling. Okay, mouse. There's some scrap over there. Tweaky went blind. That's kind of ironic given that he's my sensor drone. But sure. This is a very tiny ship. It only has 4 rooms. It's even smaller than the previous one. Okay, so navigate Tweaky to room 2. Actually, what? Because this one is so freaking small. And there, okay, so there's nothing actually useful in this room, is there? Nope. Okay, I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna do some cleaning by air locking stuff, but I might actually want to send Tweaky out anyway. Do a scan. Okay, so there's something scary in room 4. So, boom, bye bye. Nothing scary in room 4. Actually, I flushed stuff outside. That might not be the best of ideas, but... Oh, look. There's scrap here anyway. Okay, and we open up door 5 and we wait for something that's potentially here to move over to explore what's over there. If that doesn't happen anytime soon, then we can start exploring. See if we can leave this ship before any timer related stuff starts happening to try to hurry me out. So I think that's what stuff like the random airlocks failing. Oh wait, you were the motion sensor, weren't you? Hey, there's something scary in there now. Oh look, there's nothing scary in there anymore. So the nice thing is that opening up an airlock, it does have a chance of just destroying doors, which is pretty cool in itself. So we should wait, I can't actually navigate to a door. Would actually be interesting if you could say to navigate to a door rather than to a room. Though then obviously there are multiple ways to approach a door, because a door always has 2 sides. But a situation like this, my drone was here. If I go through the door, I can only get to this door from one side. So it's a very innocent way to navigate to it. And otherwise, now if a door is open, then you can go to the center. Otherwise, anyway, let's open up door 9. Oh, I didn't get more scrap. Too bad. Ooh, jump fuel, vent, face. Let's survey the ship, and we didn't find any new rooms. What a surprise! But we got some fuel, which is being fuel, jump freighter, and all that. 2 days of prop fuel, nice. Jump cell, nice. Very nice. So that was a very short but very lucrative trip here. I mean, obviously, this being a fuel freighter might not be very useful to commandeer it. So we gained 4 bits of scrap, we gained fuel, which we now actually have 3, so we can make another jump, which is useful. Otherwise we'd have to abandon this system. And we got another jump, so we're drowning in the jump fuel, which is very, very useful. Okay, time to do some repairs. Interface, repair, execute. Anything else that's pretty core, that's probably going to be breaking soon. So the generator is at 12%. I think 15% is the threshold for failures. So another 3 missions maybe. I mean, the tow is probably gonna break in another 2 missions that I use it in. Ocean Center, it deteriorates very quickly. In 3 missions, then it's at risk. Basically, the idea here is that if you're gonna use it, you use it a lot, because it's gonna break before you run out of charges. Especially because 25 motion sensors are only 2. Basically, the idea is to move around a lot and use up your motions, because this, no 1 mission, almost 6% failure probability. That's just insane. Try. Okay. Well, we are here, so for next quarantine. So if here, hey, and our ship slot broke, so we can't actually use the quarantine bypass. So we need a new ship. That's unfortunate. Pretty unfortunate. So next mission, we're gonna check out the salvager. It's only gonna cost us 2 fuel. So we got 1 in a tank plus 2 bonus, so that's 3 fuel. So if we get 2 more fuel from this, we have enough fuel to jump over to this one, to U, which is a class A ship. It's very volatile. It has an unknown number of infestation types, but potentially that's a ship we can take over. It's smaller, so I have my doubts if it's useful to commandeer, because chances are we're just not gonna have any ship slots or useful things like that. But no, just gonna jump there. In the next episode we're gonna see. So once again, I thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.